Oh, I got a good one for you guys today. Ah, all right. A couple of years ago, I made friends with a couple. Pretty much had met them both at the same time. They're about both 34, 35. It's happened a couple of years ago. Anyway, unbeknownst to me at the time, there was a situation between the two of them where the sex wasn't, well, the frequency of the sex had just died. Best way for me to put it. Uh, the wife of the couple had come to the conclusion that she was working on her spirituality or something like that, and was just rationing the sex. And since this wasn't a mutual agreement or discussion, brother wasn't particularly thrilled with this, and they ended up having some strongly worded discussions or arguments about this. So he eventually told her that if this issue were not addressed, he was going to eventually fuck somebody else. Um, Apparently, she disregarded his warning. So it didn't take too long after that where he found himself a suitable 19-year-old, and true to his word, he fucked her. Anyway, how I found out about this was that this woman was. I had an appointment with this woman to get my locks done. So she has this worried look on her face and says, "Well, listen, I got something that I need to discuss with you, whatever." And here it is. I'm thinking, okay, this looks serious. You know, you need to get out of the country, forge documentation. What? So she tells me just that she and her husband gotten into an argument, and in the course of the argument, she made the assumption that he was fucking a particular individual, and he was like, "No, I'm not fucking her, but I am fucking this other individual." And this happened, whenever it was that he said. So she admits to me while she's doing my locks that she got so upset as to get drunk and then proceeded to starting throwing things, trying to scratch at him, basically trying to get into a physical fistfight with him right then and there. Uh, and was asking me what my opinion of the situation was, and that she had been neglecting him sexually for at least a year, but tried to make up for it, lackluster by, cooking his favorite meal every once in a while. And so I basically told her uh, that under the circumstances, I don't blame him for what he had done, and that actually, had it been me, I'd have went ahead and fucked someone else much sooner. uh, yeah. Oh, this was the last time she ever did my locks, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. Anyway, later on that same day, I happened to swing by the house, because they were still living together at the time, where he tells me his side of the story, in which he informs me, after I tell him what she told me, that the amount of time that he had been neglected was actually 2 years, and that he'd given me some additional detail about why it was that, just some further insight from his side of the story as to why she, the extent that her neglect had gone. Oh, hold on. Got the voice recognition on my laptop that's just gone on, so. Okay. Alright, it's off now. Anyway. So yeah, he goes on to tell me the extent to which her neglect had gone, which is 2 years. the extended discussions that they had had about this, and from his point of view, his willingness to go fuck someone else if she didn't address it, which she chose not to. Needless to say, I eventually had an opportunity to meet the young lady that he was talking about, who did get pregnant. And yeah, very interesting. But yeah, ladies, if you happen to be watching this, you want to keep in mind that there are going to be occasions where the men that you're with or dealing with are going to tell you some shit. And it's going to be hardcore, straight, direct, and to the point, and you would do well to listen very carefully, because that may be the only warning you get. And if the man gets the idea that you're not listening, then he's going to take action, and then you're going to just have to deal with the results. Hold on for a second. To tell the computer's voice recognition to stop listening. Stop listening. Yeah. See, if I didn't do that, the computer would end up trying to interpret what I'm saying and do all sorts of stuff while I'm recording. Can't have that. Alright, so that's the story for now. And I'll have some other colorful entertainment for you guys later.